In
So
Senate, of course, the Democrats didn't get the Senate, and in Congress, they actually lost 10 seats, huh?
no, no, yeah,
Sorry,
Republic. Let's go through it. In
yeah.
Senate, they've gained one seat so far,
Who? Who's
and
they?
Democrats
Okay.
have gained one seat. Republicans have lost one seat, and four races still remain. Uh, in the House, in the uh, usually called Congress,
Yeah.
in that one, they've lost four seats. Democrats. Republicans have gained five seats. 25 races remain to be called, and based some like there was a Washington Post article that was saying that according to their data and stuff, Democrats are poised to, or at the end they're poised to lose 10 seats. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, Nancy Pelosi has a terrible track record as a leader of Democrats. Like terrible. Like Iraq War happened under her watch. Afghanistan. Anyway, like she has a terrible. I don't understand how she has kept this job so far. I genuinely don't think this is going to be a death blow to her because CNN and stuff, they don't seem to be covering this at all or
Yeah.
talking about it so much. So I think she's gonna probably sail through this as well because there was a tiny bit of a rumor of perhaps Hakeem Jeffries or somebody running against her for leadership, but no, it seems that's not likely. But I should say Democrats basically are poised to keep the House, but uh, Republicans are also going to keep the Senate in all likelihood. Again, in these elections, radical candidates seem to have done somewhat better. There are a few people on the Democratic sides that are uh, more on the squad and Bernie Sanders wing of the party, and the Republican side, it seems the people who won are kind of the Tea Party
Hmm.
Trumpist, like the lady who embraced QAnon conspiracies. She won.
Wow.
That. So yeah, extremes did better in the local, like not local, but localer state elections than compared to national election.
That's interesting. It would be interesting to see how many really left or really right wing people made it into Senate or Congress this time.
Yeah, yeah, but quite interestingly, already the centrist Democrats have, they've already taken their guns out. They already had a meeting behind back doors with a group. One, I don't know who they are, but uh, Democrat Virginia Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, uh, her race has not been called yet. Um, Basically, she argued that people are worried about defunding the police and the word socialism. And there was apparently this meeting behind doors, and some polling company or marketing company, PR company, they told the Democratic leadership never to use the word socialist or something else. There was another word. Don't use these two words at all again. Apparently, there were reports that I think Ilhan Omar walked out of the meeting and saying that you guys only care about white people or
Hmm.
how they think or something like that. Which again, I think kind of is missing the mark because I don't think they care about. I mean, yeah, I'm quite a hardcore materialist when it comes to that. I do think race and gender and stuff are largely secondary to economic. Like they don't like they are as happy with black rich people as they are with white rich people. But
Yeah.
anyway, she seems to not be happy. AOC apparently tweeted against such recommendations. But yeah, yeah, already that's the thing about the establishment. You got to give them that they are quick to act, unlike the left, which always is trying to be nice and polite and wait its turn and all
Yeah.
that. So
I really don't know what the left are going to do next time because they can't try to say now twice in a row they tried this strategy and before
they're
that they
gonna run.
didn't really.
They're gonna run somebody who's identity politics wise quite right. Somebody like AOC, somebody who's a minority and a
Yeah.
woman, and also has some of Bernie Sanders, probably domestically, some of Bernie Sanders' policies, foreign policy wise, closer to establishment,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna use that. That's
I
their
yeah.
best like chance, I suppose.
I mean, I understand it, and I completely understand it. But I think by the time AOC runs for president, she's gonna be much more centrist by whenever that
Oh,
is. I mean,
she has,
she
or
has a long
yes,
way to go anyway. She's still, I
no,
don't, is she 30? I think you have to be at least 40, right? Before you can run for
she's
president.
yeah, yeah. I don't know that. Yeah, I think so. But she has become far more centuries than she was when she was running. And
Yeah.
the thing is, though, I do agree with most of the policies she supports at the moment. But people like her and many others, they give off a very Obama, Bill Clinton vibe of we just gonna right now you are our you are our
Mm-hmm.
supporters, you are our base, but tomorrow it's gonna change. You know, somebody that's the sad part about Bernie Sanders in many ways that people kind of like him who've been in the system for many years, not like 40 like him, for many years, but haven't been moved are very few. Like I personally hope somebody like Ro Khanna runs. I because he didn't he didn't ride the wave of this youth populism into office, but he does support most of sort of policies that Bernie Sanders camp supports, and he hasn't. He's bad on some issues, but he doesn't move as much as people like AOC
Mm-hmm.
have in 2 3 years.
Yeah, she's right in the beginning. And I mean, I don't blame her. And I mean, there's just this other thing. There's this human aspect which I understand. So Bernie used to say, "Oh, I'm friends with Joe Biden." I mean, maybe in his head he should have tried to, differentiate it some more. People are friends and they have boxing matches. I don't know what. So I think you can run as president, but they seem to become more and more friends with them anyway. So they're colleagues for years and years and years. So maybe that even influences how they behave. Maybe not their policies, but at least how they behave, and then their policies gets influenced due to other factors, and then they keep on going more and more towards the Democratic Party, at least the center of it.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you're right. That's partially what happens. Although, yeah, I find it weird because I never had any problems with telling my friends they're
No, I
assholes.
mean Bernie pushed it. He was
So,
really pushing it.
who?
Not saying anything about Biden
Oh
when it
yeah, he
was. I
was
mean, he
super
was
nice.
pushing.
And Biden camp was saying pretty much anything they could,
Yeah,
like from
exactly.
like he made some travels to Soviet Union 40 years ago or something, and they made it sound like a spy novel, like a John le
Yeah.
Carre novel that he went there and he met with Russian
Man,
people.
I just find it so much fun to just think about a year ago where we were, what the narratives were. Kamala Harris did so bad that she didn't even make it to the voting part of the primaries. Joe Biden was this loose cannon who, like, the only attention he would get is when he would get into fight with, like, usually another white guy too. Like, a guy would ask him a question and be like, whatever, don't vote for me, blah, blah, blah. And Bernie had all this momentum, and now it's all shifted, and everybody is behind Biden, and oh my
Yeah,
God, Kamala Harris. I was like, do you guys
actually,
remember a year ago?
there was a 6 month period, and I think that actually partially probably pushed me towards launching this video channel, whatever it is with you. But there was a 6 month period where Jeremy Corbyn was the leader of the Labour Party, and he was like the way he was like because in 2017 he did great and all that. There was a real hope of a Labour government. Then Bernie was winning in America, and he was seen as the leading candidate in many ways. And then, like in this 6 month, I went from basically here with these
Yeah,
developments to suddenly here.
I know.
Jeremy Corbyn destroyed in the election, kicked out of the leadership, and then Bernie Sanders,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
so
lost Bernie. He's no longer the same. Where is Bernie?
yeah, and then yeah, that was the worst part when he started scolding his
Yeah,
supporters for yeah, that's when we really lost Bernie, I
yeah.
suppose.
And do you remember this lady called Elizabeth Warren?
Oh, yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
I was always very much had the same feeling that I have with AOC, to be honest, because did she does talk like a politician. She behaves like she does the thingy a lot that
Yeah.
they've been told to do that.
You know,
Don't do that.
Michelle Obama, what this one, right? The Obama thing?
Yes, yes, yes.
I saw
David
Michelle
Cameron.
Obama do it too. I was like, listen, you can't do it because your husband, your husband is like the king of
Hey,
this
don't
move. She
steal
needs
too.
another move.
Yeah. No, it's just such a nobody does that in real life.
Where did that
Some
start? That
PR person.
started with Obama, right? Or did
Oh,
politicians do
David
that before
Cameron.
too?
I think it before. No, no, this is very. Oh, Clinton famously used to do that.
Yeah.
It's yeah, yeah, yeah. In again, Daryl Hannah does great
But
impression.
Obama, like, can't say a word without, like,
Yeah, but it's supposed to be reassuring. But I genuinely don't know how they figured that one out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not looking good right now.
yeah,
To be honest, it's the worst part is the trend. Trend seems to be identity politics rules the day, both on right and left.
yeah.
So
I
that's
mean,
very
yeah,
wrong.
the narrative coming out of CNN and stuff. I mean, it's all about first woman this, first woman that.
Black
And that's the
Indian.
most content I've heard. Like before the election, you
So,
wouldn't even
does
hear
she have
this.
any cousins from any first black Indian? Also had a cousin who traveled to Jamaica one.
Oh my God.
As if
But
that matters in any
yeah,
significant way. Anyway.
but let's see. And then any other thoughts? I have one more.
Oh, I have a funny story. I don't know. Let's do yours if it's serious
Oh,
first,
mine
and
is no, it's not serious. I was thinking, what is Trump gonna do next today? And then it's perfect because for him, it's gonna be really easy to stay relevant since he loves watching TV so much. I just thought of
oh,
it. So I don't think he's gonna go away.
oh no, I mean there are rumors that he's planning to run in 2024 or
Yeah,
he's one of his sons, and yeah, I think he's gonna come. He's gonna be portray himself as a martyr, obviously, and
yeah,
run it TV or go around give us speeches. Oh, he's gonna do. I think he's gonna do a lot of rallies.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna. This is the love of his life, I feel.
Yeah. On exactly. I think that's the only reason. I think he would give up if he didn't love watching Fox so much, tweeting so much, and rallying so much. But just his love for these things are gonna keep him going.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
But yeah,
And
I definitely haven't seen the end of him, that's for sure.
oh yeah, definitely not. The funniest story was that people who were following the election closely, they know, Melania Trump. She's from which country? You know,
Oh, damn it. No, Eastern European country, but I forgot.
Slovakia,
So,
if I'm not mistaken. And the prime minister or president, let me check this. The president or prime minister of Slovakia, in a rush to show his loyalty, may have rushed himself into a trouble because he congratulated Trump when the early
oh,
election results came out. he tweeted he tweeted something in support of Trump that, oh, well done, buddy. And yeah, I think because they managed to get a lot of, they built a statue of Melania there. They did a
oh
lot
my
of,
God.
yeah, but that was so funny. Now I don't know how he's gonna walk that one back. Like,
Give a job to one of Biden's grandkids now or something. Because
yeah, they have to.
Hunter Biden already has a job, so.
Yeah, does he? I don't know.
Oh, I don't
After
know.
this whole, yeah, after this whole email thing, the computer thing, he may lose his whatever job he has. So yeah, they
Uh,
could send Hunter
okay.
there do something. Anyway.